Oh, welcome back to Rebel Ants Radio. My name is Kevin, joined in person for the first time ever, co-host, co-pilot, partner Miguel, and this is the live video podcast for the NFT project called Rebel Ants. Miguel, what's happening?
Not much, bro. We're here together
In person.
in person.
Never been done before by any podcast ever. No one's ever done live in-person podcasting.
Nobody has ever done this.
Setting world records over here. Trying to figure out our setup, see if this works. Maybe it doesn't. One microphone, two computers. Sounds like a porn name for a video or
That
something.
sounds like a good podcast name.
A good podcast, yeah.
Two computers, one mic, or one mic, two computers, whatever you want to call it.
Why is it so cold in your house? Are you trying to freeze us out, me
What
and
do
my
you mean?
family?
No,
I think
It's
my nipples
nice.
are hard on camera. This is so embarrassing.
it's nice out here. What are you talking about? It's beautiful.
It is
Look at
beautiful.
My beautiful background.
Yes. So we are experimenting with this idea of how can we do this live in person? We've never done it before, but it could be a lot better than the way we have been doing it. So bear with us as we fumble through another episode of Rebel Ants Radio.
That's right.
Um,
We're going to keep fumbling.
Gonna keep
Until we get
fumbling
it right.
till we get it right and keep trying some new things. So thanks for playing along with us. A few interesting stories caught my eye over the last 2 weeks. Do you want to kind of run through some things that are popping up?
Sure.
All right.
Go through it.
Let's go ahead. Let's share. I want to share a story with you that was a follow-up from our last discussion. Okay. And this is about hotels and NFTs. Remember you said, could you see a use case for NFTs in hotels?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, like maybe exchanging certificates that don't expire. And then I found this article on cointrust.com called Best Western Hotels, Italia partners with Tachyon to launch blockchain certified prepaid vouchers. Exactly what we were talking about.
Interesting.
So the article says Best Western Hotels Italia, a renowned hotel group boasting a presence in 100 destinations across Italy with 170 hotels, has unveiled a groundbreaking initiative in collaboration with Tachyon, an innovative Italian startup founded by a group of young graduates. Introduces prepaid vouchers for 1 or 2 nights, allowing guests to enjoy stays at the group's Italian hotels with open booking dates. What makes this truly distinctive is its integration with blockchain technology, ensuring a certified and secure process for reselling these vouchers. So the interesting thing here is now, sort of like we talked about, there's a platform for people to resell vouchers for for free nights that would typically go expired or unused if it met a certain expiration date. And now people have a way of transferring them. So again, Best Western might profit from this through royalty fees and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know why every hotel company wouldn't do something like this. And again, as we've seen with other websites and services like this, a customer doesn't even have to know they're using NFTs or the blockchain. This all happens behind the scenes. So this seems like a no-brainer to me for hotels that have these vouchers and upgrades that are probably just getting unused, right? Let somebody use it and let them get money off of it.
Well, I think it's the beginning stage for them to, dab into this kind of thing. So hopefully more people adopt it, more hotels adopt it and make it better and get better ideas. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. We don't even know what other use cases there might be for hotels on this.
Wait, before we continue, show me your shirt. What does your shirt say? I've been trying to figure this out since he got here.
All right, this is a Jack and Jones shirt. So let's stop sharing a second. So this is a Jack and Jones shirt. And Jack and Jones, as you might know, is a clothing brand that partners with an F1 driver named Kevin Magnussen. So Kevin Magnussen of Haas has a partnership deal with Jack and Jones. And when I went to Europe in April, I was like, I got to find some Jack and Jones because they don't really have them here in the US.
Oh, that's where it's coming from.
So I was inspired by K-Mag to buy some Jack and Jones. Even though I didn't buy his collab line, I like this. And have I ever owned a pink shirt before? No. Did I think it would look great on camera? No. But here I am anyway.
I'm glad you know. No, it looks cool. I like it.
You're down with it?
Well, yeah, I'm down with it. I like the little skeletons on it.
Yeah, some cool skeletons. I have another Jack and Jones shirt as well. It's a blue one. Maybe next time we're in person, I'll wear it for you.
Next time.
We're
going to keep setting up the studios so that we can do in person podcasting.
Yes, we will get there.
Like the big guys do.
We will get there. So let's switch gears for a second. Give you a chance to promote yourself.
What do you want me to promote?
JeremyPets.
Talk to me.
JeremyPets.com. This is a way for you to get free NFTs right now. No cost to you other than some gas fees. And this is part of the world, the ecosystem of Rebel Ants. And so these little Jeremy Pets, there are going to be 500 of them over time, hand-drawn, one-of-ones by Miguel. And they will have different uses, different valuable functionality, especially as we introduce V2 of Rebel Ants, which is called Battle for the Colony. It uses the power of AI storytelling to reward its holders. And you'll get these other incentives the more Jeremy Pets you own, including if you own any Rebel Ants V1, which you can get at rebelants.io. So here's a beautiful, beautiful Rebel Ant. So Miguel, we're on JeremyPets.com. We're looking at 30 different NFTs up here. Which one would you suggest I go buy? What financial advice would you give me?
I think you should get the black and white one.
You really like that black and white one, huh?
I do.
And so let's
You know why? Because it was a tribute to Pablo Stanley.
Pablo Stanley from what, Humankind?
From Humankind. And it's only 3 of those. There's only 3. Actually, there's only 2 now.
There's only 2 now, right? And they're 0.05. So it's a good deal, I think. There'll only ever be 3 of these, ever,
it's an amazing deal.
So that's really interesting. So
I think you should get it. No brainer.
No brainer. Head over to JeremyPets.com. Look for Jeremy Pet number 19. And there's only 2 left. This is your chance to have a piece of art history.
I don't know if I like this camera angle.
You don't like it anymore?
I feel like it makes me look fat.
Well, what should we do?
I don't know. I need a slimming camera. So if anybody out there knows of any cameras that slim you down, hit me up. Let me know.
I think that's a different conversation. I think it's a different conversation. Talking about the cost of an NFT, let's quickly jump over to coinmarketcap.com. We've been watching ETH all day as it's slowly trying to break the 1900 mark. It peaked above 1900. If you look at the 24-hour high, it was like $1,900 and some change. And I don't know, I'm having fun watching it go up again. What are your thoughts on the recent
I am having fun watching it go up. We're at 35 from BTC today. So we'll see if it stays at 35. I'm sure it's going to go down to like 33 at some point again. But I think it's going to continue to go up to at least 37.40 at some point. It's not going to be like the super high that we were on.
No, 69,000.
I think in maybe 2 years, it'll probably surpass that 69,000 mark.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree with
100%.
you. I agree. Within a couple of years, it'll be setting new highs.
And then I'm retiring again for a second time.
You keep retiring. XRP's had quite the run. XRP is up almost 17% in the last 24 hours. Broke that 50-cent mark, a little while back. Then it broke 55, 60. Now it's sitting at 65 cents. So that's nice.
Do you own any XRP?
Do I own any XRP? It's probably the thing I own the most of.
Oh, all right.
I've been a sucker for XRP since I learned about it.
I actually sold on my XRP a while ago, and then I bought back in again a little high. But I'm still ahead of the game right now.
I remember sitting on the toilet, more toilet thoughts, looking at the price of XRP.
You love those toilet
those toilet thoughts. Toilet thoughts. So I remember sitting on the toilet, looking at the price of XRP on my phone at like a quarter. And this is pre the big run it had in like 2018 or 2017 it had. It's like, man, a quarter seems pretty cheap for this. Because I really believe in like the use case of it. I thought it was going to be the most legitimate crypto.
Did you see Ashton Kutcher promoting it?
No. Yeah. Is that a commercial or online?
He was promoting it on Ellen's show a while ago.
That's so weird.
Yeah. He even transferred a whole bunch of XRP for like some sort of donation or something. I remember seeing it on the Ellen show. You don't remember that? You never? No. It was like big. It was all over the news.
No, I didn't see that. I'll have to find that clip. But I don't know. I've always believed in XRP as like the little engine that could, because I think it'll be a more legit use case with banks.
I agree.
Than some of the other uses we've seen from certainly Bitcoin or ETH or Sol or anything like that. So I have a soft spot in my heart for XRP. I also have a financial investment in XRP, and I think it'll go places. I don't know when we'll get back to over $3, but it's coming. And you have been tracking Doge, which broke 7 cents. 7 cents. We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting back to that 69 cents again. We'll get there at some point.
When that happens, I'll retire.
Doge community, just hang in there. Hang in there. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice. All right. Before we go any further, I do have to remind everyone that they should be liking and subscribing this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and give us a retweet, a repost, share it online, whatever you want to do. Hook us up. We appreciate you spreading the good word of the Rebel Ants. Okay. You want to hear my first news story?
No.
Okay. Well, this was a big one. This was interesting to see yesterday. So I saw this last night, and it's a post on x.com. I'm not going to say Twitter, even though I just did. Zach XBT, good follow on x.com. Community alert, there is currently a fake Ledger Live app on the official Microsoft App Store, which has resulted in 16 plus Bitcoin being stolen.
On the official App Store?
On the official App Store of Microsoft.
Wow.
So it's called Ledger Live Web 3. And so this is an alert. Microsoft, it looks like they eventually removed it. And we'll post a link to this tweet or zeet, whatever we call it, in the show notes. But
you know what? Officially, I'm naming them zeets.
Zeets. Okay.
That's
Zeets,
what it's going to be. Zeets.
Official nomenclature for the Rebel Ants radio podcast.
Zeets.
Zeets. Okay. So the zeet goes on to say that the app was eventually taken down, and people are really outraged at Microsoft for having such low security levels to verify these apps as they go in there. So it just really makes you wonder. You never know what you're clicking on. You never know what you're signing into. No. You can't trust anyone.
It's like twins of you everywhere. It's basically what it is. This guy has gotten more rug pulls than I don't know who else in the world.
Yeah, to my friends out there, my doppelgangers, just stop. Just stop spending your money. Okay, that's my financial advice to you.
It's probably those toilet thinking moments.
Yeah, you're up at 3 a.m. on the toilet thinking you're going to make some life-changing decisions. It's only for the worst. It's only for the worst.
Believe it.
Terrible.
It's true. It's 1,000% true.
Terrible.
I've gotten a few rug pulls. Very few.
Very few.
You know why? Because I do my own research. That's why. I research. Just like Saints of LA.
Saints of LA.
So have you noticed how they've been dipping lately?
No, I actually haven't checked the price on that.
No? So
Should we check?
I haven't seen any posts, so something must have happened, because ever since OpenSea took him out, it's been like, you
don't hate.
I'm not hating.
It sounds like you.
I'm still not hating on them. I just feel like they looked at DGOTs and was like, oh, well, we can do this too. And then they put the same DGOT but facing forward. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're a little wrong. All right, let's go over to saintsofla.com. Hold on, are we sharing our screen here? It's so hard to know. So hard to know with one screen here. This studio setup is embarrassing.
It's all right. We'll get there.
I expect more from
This is Rebel Ants learning experiences. All right.
All right. So we're on saintsofla.com. We're going to go buy on Blur. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Prices dropped a bit. We were looking at 0.1. Now it's 0.07 for the floor.
I told you. Why? Okay. Because it's just a copy. It's just a copy, people.
Shots fired. Yeah, look at this little chart down here. It was up. Now it's down. Classic NFT project.
Classic NFT project. Except that this one was doxed, because everybody knows who the person who created it is.
That's true.
It's weird.
But it's a small group. It's a small community. There's only 2,000 of these. So they might be really strong for their 2,000.
Well, he made money already. So, I mean.
So you think he's going to just walk away?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
Let's see what his...
I could be wrong, but
let's see. We're looking at Blur here. We're looking at 0.07 for the floor. Let's go look at their Twitter and see how active they are, or their X.
I don't know, NFT community. Tell me I'm wrong about Saints of LA. Please, someone tell me I'm wrong and why.
All right, let's see. We've got posts. We got a pinned post here from October 17th. Other than that, we have something from 4 hours ago. All the Saints of LA community keep grabbing the grails. MFers keep sniping from me. And that's the founder.
What did he say?
He said people keep snagging all the grails. They're taking all the good ones. Let's see. We've got a post 4 hours ago from him. We've got, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no shit.
I have faith in him. I might just buy one. 0.07.
Right. Listen, this is the thing between Kevin and I. He thinks that Saints of LA is going to do great. I think Saints of LA is going to be a rug pull. So we'll see what happens.
The gauntlet is thrown.
Maybe we can get the creator to come on Rebel Ants, talk about it, and tell us his vision and what happened and why he's doing what he's doing. Until that happens, I think it's a rug, 100%.
Wow, strong words. Okay. Wow. Okay, trying to get us fired over here, trying to get us canceled. Didn't even make it to 100 episodes.
Trying to get us canceled. I don't think so. Nah. Why? It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Shared to 916 subscribers and like 4,000 people on Twitter.
4,000. I wanted us to look at marketplaces. Some interesting things happening in the last just few days, really. But first, I want to start by looking at the market volume by marketplace. Okay. So looking at just for the last 24 hours, we're looking at dapradar.com under the marketplaces. And you can see Blur is the leader by far. They had $7.67 million in volume in one day, right? Second most, OpenSea, 1.86. So Blur, second most.
Wow. So Blur destroyed them.
Miles ahead, right? So Blur is certainly in the win. They've been very innovative over the past year, giving a lot of loan options and just creative ways to incentivize people for using. But OpenSea has had some challenges, and they are trying to step back up and be a big player. The other marketplace I want us to talk about is Magic Eden and Rarible. So let's just look. For reference, OpenSea did 1.86 million yesterday. We go to Magic Eden. They did, I guess, 0 according to this website. Thanks. Let's go look at Rarible. They didn't do too much. They had $6,000 in the last 24 hours. Is that possible that the Magic Eden is just like not?
They're probably not doing anything.
And of course they are. They're big deals. If we zoom out, instead of last 24 hours, we do 7 days. Okay, so something's not reading over here, but that's okay. So let's look at some news from Magic Eden. As you know, Ape Fest is happening right now in Hong Kong. It might have ended, actually. But some big announcements from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Maybe some of those were exciting to you. And anything catch your eye from Ape Fest? Okay, good. More of the same?
More of the same.
All right. Well, there's a post on x.com from Magic Eden. It says, we are thrilled to announce that we're partnering with Yuga Labs to launch a new ETH marketplace by the end of the year. This will be the first major ETH marketplace to honor creator royalties for all ETH NFT collections. Without creators, Web3 can't exist. Here's to supporting, creating, and building a better future together.
Yeah, but I think they already are doing that somewhere else in a different marketplace. So
there are some marketplaces that still make it optional.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone else is enforcing it. But this is interesting that Yuga Labs is part of this, right?
Yeah.
Because they're a company that has NFTs. So I don't want to say it's conflict of interest, but there's certainly some incentive for them to be in here, right? A lot of their income comes from the royalties off of Bored Ape Yacht Club sales, right? It's the highest ticketed item out there. So imagine losing royalties on those sales where they were getting something every time and then they were getting nothing. That's a big income loss.
Yeah, that is true.
Right? As a company. And so this is maybe their way of restoring that and saying, hey, we want to help set up a place that other people can get the royalties, but we want to get the royalties too. Yeah. So this post on x.com also has the Yuga post. Says, planting something new for all creators. We're partnering with Magic Eden to launch the new Magic Eden ETH marketplace, contractually obligated to honor creator royalties. So I'm sure you still have the option to put no royalties if you wanted on a specific project. But if somebody sets the royalties, you'll have to pay it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm excited. And then you've got your boy, KC Montero of Saints of LA saying, we need to be here with Saints of LA. We got done dirty by OpenSea. Jesus. Please give us that shot. They hot garbage. So we know, as we talked about on the last episode, OpenSea wasn't happy with Saints of LA because they mentioned casinos, not just games in their thing. So
they hot garbage.
So a little action happening with Magic Eden and Yuga. Let's jump over to another story looking at x.com. This is a post from D Finzer at D Finzer, D-F-I-N-Z-E-R. It says, OpenSea is making some big changes today to focus on the next version of our product. We're proud to have built the first marketplace for NFTs, launching OpenSea beta back in 2017 when Web3 was still in its infancy. Back then, there were only a few projects on OpenSea. Web3 didn't work at all on mobile, and the term NFT was just being invented. Since then, we've pushed Web3 forward, yada, yada, yada. But we've also heard your feedback loud and clear. At times, OpenSea feels like a follower, not a leader. And that's not who we want to be. We want to move with speed, quality, and conviction to make more meaningful bets. So we took a step back, remanaged our operating culture, product, and tech from the ground up. And today, we're reorienting the team around OpenSea 2.0.
Huh.
A big upgrade to our product included the underlying technology, reliability, speed, quality, and experience. Also, this is a difficult part of the change. These folks, they said we're saying goodbye to a number of OpenSea teammates, right? They said these folks played a key role in getting us to this point. I'm incredibly thankful to their contribution. So
Fired, basically.
Fired. About half the team, OpenSea, gone.
50%.
50% gone. They said that they're going to be testing OpenSea 2.0 in public, remaining nimble, attentive, and focused. So they're being very public about what they're doing. It's kind of hard to hide anything in Web3 these days. But I guess this is good. I don't know. Do we need OpenSea 2.0? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know at this point.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on. Like, just people need to slow down and relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Like 50% of a workforce is a lot. Like, what does that look like?
What were they doing before that they're not needed now is my question.
Exactly, yeah. Like, what were they doing?
Maybe it's because the volume dropped so
coffee?
much from the bear.
Office.
Yeah, a lot of coffee. I saw an interesting response to this where somebody was saying, hey, we use OpenSea to like start the NFT investigation process a lot of times. Like, I'll go to OpenSea to look at the price of something that's on ETH. Mm-hmm. I'll go to OpenSea to look at my own wallet sometimes. It may not be where I buy something, but it's kind of where I start the journey, right? So maybe that's what they're going to take off and just say, hey, we're probably top of mind for a lot of people. So how do we keep you on our site before you go somewhere else to make a purchase, in addition to looking at other projects high level? Sometimes I'll go to OpenSea just to get to the website of a project because I don't know exactly what the domain is. Too, yeah. So yeah, I still go to OpenSea even though I don't make purchases that much. So maybe there's still something there, you know?
You know what? I purchase a lot of the things in OpenSea that I have. So I really don't use any other platforms.
Yeah.
What do you use?
I use OpenSea. I mean, if I can mint directly from a site that while it's minting versus on the secondary, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I'll buy off of OpenSea. That's where I think 99% of my purchases have come from. Yeah.
It feels kind of weird just buying from like a website or like, because you don't, with all the rugs and all the
right, you don't know anything.
You just don't know, and all the security issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe our friend Plum can come on the show again and talk to us about what's out there now that's new and in Web3 security.
Yeah, we should check, make sure she's okay. Maybe she was part of that.
Yeah, she did work for OpenSea. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we'll have to take a look at that. Plum, we're thinking about you. There was another marketplace that had an announcement, Rarible. So let's hop over to this post on x.com from Rarible, at Rarible. You're talking about mass adoption. We're busy onboarding the masses with a product over 2 years in the making, introducing Rarible X. So Rarible X, this is all very like bubbly talk, high level talk here. So it didn't really mean much to me, but I went to their website just to get a little bit better understanding. But as they explain it over here, where they say meet Rarible X. With Rarible X, we're leveraging our 4 years of experience, world-class tech, and deep insights from pioneering projects with Mattel, Fox, and McFarlane Toys to provide a seamless Web3 experience. Rarible X is ready to supercharge your brand's journey into Web3. So this is where I think it could be interesting, because what it's letting you do is make a marketplace for your own brand. So a digital collectible for your own brand. And when I went over to Rarible, x.rarible.com, and I was just like, okay, what is X, right? What is Rarible X? It's saying launch a custom Web3 marketplace for your brand. So this is how we could have our own Rebel Ants marketplace from using Rarible. Like, we get our own section, we get our own custom domain. So look at this. You own your consumer experience. Protect your brand. No need to send users to a third-party website anymore. Custom domain, full branding, custom UX for custom products. So I think that's interesting, right? This gives somebody a way to kind of like make their own website, but now they make their own marketplace.
That's pretty cool.
And I think that'll be helpful, especially because Rarible has been around for a while.
Yeah, you think that's something that we would like to do?
I don't see why not. We've talked about the way Pudgies has their own marketplace, like right on their site.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't we have a Rarible?
Well, I think Pudgies links you into OpenSea, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. They're just maybe pulling in the data from like an API.
Yeah, I think they are.
Okay.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think this will be interesting. And one of the reasons you and I started this project was just stay up to date with NFT things, right? So let's try out new platforms. Let's experiment with podcasting and try something new every week. But
we've been doing this for a year, people.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
And we're still trying different things.
No, we're still learning. We're experimenting.
And still learning.
Yes.
Experimenting.
Yes.
And we love it.
We do. So I think this could be interesting for us. It could be a fun thing to play around with and showcase our work and just stay involved in the experience of the rest of the community.
Yeah, no, I agree. Hey, on the crazy talk here, I just want you to know there was this thing that I kept doing on X. I kept zeeting at Elon. And there was something that happened. He had a podcast with Joe Rogan. Did you see it?
I didn't yet. I didn't. I want to.
No? Where he talked about NFTs. And he talked about like how NFTs should have their... Because his fight is that... Or his argument is that NFTs are just...
just like a link, right?
It's just like a link, yeah. Like a web
link to the image.
Correct. It's a link to the image. So why not own the rights to that particular link? So that was, I think, what he was arguing about. So I think that NFTs still have a lot more to evolve because he's not wrong. Yes, he's right and he's wrong because yes, it is a link, but it's a link that's connected to a chain, so it's different. So I'm not sure why he didn't explain that because I'm sure he knows that, but his argument was that what if that company goes out of business and then what happens to your image, right? Which is true.
Yeah.
Like if your image is through Bueno, what if Bueno goes away? Then what happens to all the images that are there? Like,
right, because they're the ones on the server side holding it up.
Do you still own that NFT or don't you?
I would say yes.
Okay,
but you own the data. You might not have the visual representation offhand.
Yeah, but if it goes completely out of business, how do you still own the data? If they have part of the data, or if they have the same data, I'm assuming so, right?
Yeah, I mean, my understanding was it gets pushed to the blockchain. That's the step. They're pushing it. It links back to their servers to display it.
Correct. Yeah. So if they're out of business, there's no more servers.
No, but there's still got to be some way to retrieve that data. That's the whole point of.
How will you retrieve it if their servers don't exist?
Well, that's the Bueno one.
Yeah. Well. My point is, what happens if the servers are not there?
I don't know. I'm sure.
What happens to your image? All right.
I don't know, Elon. I know that the image is still on the blockchain, hence the verified ownership. As with anything, right? That's the trace. That's the provenance of it.
I don't know. By the way, I bought the Elon book, the Elon Musk book.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, by Walter Isaacson.
Yeah, Isaacson.
Isaacson.
No,
yeah, Isaacson.
Right.
Yeah,
Isaacson.
Walter Isaacson.
Yeah.
It's pretty good so far. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
What the rest of the book is, but really good book. I'm not endorsing him, but go buy it. It's pretty freaking good so far.
He's a good author. I've read a couple of his books. My favorite one was the Einstein one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He has an Einstein book?
Yeah. It's good.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay. So let's just wrap up with just that recent announcement from Elon talking about Grok. This is the new AI platform that he's rolling out on X. So X.ai announcing Grok. I don't know what anything is. I don't know what any of this means on here. There's some tables about performance, talking about math, Python code completion tasks, multidisciplinary multiple choice questions. This website says they do it better than everyone else. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It's in beta. Everyone's kind of regurgitating the same news stories about it, but it went live within the last 24 hours. So just something for us to look
I did see some samples. Right, and it's pretty snippy. when it answers you back, it's totally snippy. I don't know. Did you see those samples that Elon was posting?
Yeah, it's it's got a sense of humor and it talks about there's some wit involved and sure that's not why I'm using AI though. Maybe they're trying to say that makes it more of a human experience, more fun. But
I kind of agree with that.
Sure.
So if you go on ChatGPT, yeah, ChatGPT is great, but ChatGPT is very like, you know what I mean, like very
It's
robotic.
dry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a
very
robot.
dry.
It's artificial. by
I think
definition.
that this one kind of fixes it's artificial. Well, this one's artificial too, but it's funny.
I know. Yeah, I think anything Elon does anyway that he has his hands in is gonna have his own twist on it. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's gotta have his Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll play around with it, and maybe we'll sign up for it so we can kind of share the experience. And yeah, that's it.
So we got.
That's all we got for today. Quick episode. Just want to kind of experiment with this live in-person recording. I think there's some opportunities here to improve this experience for us, for our viewers, but we want to keep trying new things and bring you the best. And
yeah, today we were just experimenting. There are some cameras that we were looking at. They're called the Evo by Logitech. It's like a 3-pack where you're able to put them and stage them in different places. Granted, I still think that Logitech just made too many of those 1080p sensors, and now they're trying to get rid of them in all different kinds of ways. So they're making all this kind of cameras, but the technology behind it is pretty cool. What I don't like is that they're only 1080p. I wish they were 4K.
You're a 4K kind of guy.
I'm a 4K kind of guy.
You deserve 4K.
I do. I think so.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Let's do it again next Sunday. Head over to rebelants.io for links to everything that we're up to, and jeremypets.com to get your free NFT. Miguel?
Please support us. Thank you, everyone. Peace.
Deuces.